Okay, so first I'm going to start by counting up the segments of train tracks that I've laid while I've been playing the game. This first segment is going to be worth 1 point from Vancouver to Seattle. The next is also worth 1 point, Seattle to Portland. I'm counting them up separately on a piece of paper. Then this segment here is worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 in a row, which equals 10 points. And next, from San Francisco to Los Angeles, I have 1, 2, 3, which equals 4 points. And then next, Los Angeles to Phoenix is 1, 2, 3, so that's also worth 4 points. And as well as the next one, which is Phoenix to Santa Fe, that's another 4 points. Santa Fe to Denver, that's 2, so that equals 2 points on the scorecard. And then Denver to Kansas City is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that equals 7 points on the scorecard over here. Okay, and then Kansas to St. Louis, that's also another 2. Since it's 2 tracks I laid, another 2. So that's worth another 2. This Chicago to Pittsburgh is 1, 2, 3. So that's worth 4 points over here. Next is Pittsburgh again to New York, which is worth 2 points. And then, are these right here, are these green tracks or yellow?
Those are yellow.
Okay. So down here, we'll come back down to where I left off. Kansas City to St. Louis, or St. Louis to Nashville is worth 2 points. And then the next segment is worth 1 point as well, Nashville to Atlanta. And then the last segment is worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's Atlanta to Miami. And over here on the scorecard, that's worth 10 points. So next, I completed the St. Louis to Miami card over here. As you can see, it's worth 8 points as well. So here's St. Louis on the map, and here's Miami. So that's worth an extra 8 points since I completed that card. And then also I completed the most cards out of anyone in the game. And since I only completed 1, that's quite an incredible feat. But that's also worth an extra 10 points. And so I'm going to add up all the train segments points that we just did, as well as the card worth 8 and the extra 10 points for the most destinations. And that equals out to 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 33, 35, 37, 41, 43, 45, 46, 56, 64, 74. So, okay, so all my points total out to 74. That includes segments, card, and most destination cards completed. And so now what I'm going to do is subtract cards that I did not complete. So I have 3 cards over here, Omaha to New Orleans, Seattle to Las Vegas, and Toronto to Charleston, which equal out to 10 plus 8 is 18, plus another 6 is 24. So I'm going to subtract 24 from my overall points, which are 74, and so that's going to equal a total of 50 points for the game, and that's going to be my final score.
Perfect. So now what I'm going to have you do is go ahead and take that paper that you counted everything out and go ahead and flip it over so you can't see it.
Okay.
And go ahead and open up that website I had you get ready beforehand. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so you're going to need this, and you're going to need the map and the cards. So you can set it up however is easiest for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so you won't need that one. You will need that. Yeah.
What I could do is... Oh. I'll need the map, sorry.
Yeah, you won't need that guy. There you go.
Okay.
All right. So for this ticket to add on the screen, go ahead and click on the website. And go ahead and click Save and Continue because we're just going to pretend there were 2 players for this game. And go ahead and start filling out the website just however you see fit and just kind of talk me through it.
Okay, so I'm filling in my name, Stephen the Bones Rollins. It says input the number of times you laid down specific number of tracks. Example 1, laid down 1 train consisting of 5 tracks, meaning the select box next to the 5, I will select 1. Okay, so in this example, it's saying, okay. Input the number of times you laid down the specific number of tracks. Okay, so the number of times I laid down a specific number of tracks?
Yeah.
So according to the map?
Yes, yep.
Okay, so it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 of them.
Okay.
Right? So on each one of these, I'm gonna punch in the number for how many tracks I laid down. Is that correct?
Not quite, no. So what it's saying is for the number 1, it's asking you how many times you laid just 1 track.
Oh, okay, I understand. So,
yeah,
without looking, okay.
Yeah, no. So you can look at the map.
Okay, so what I'll do is put this over here, and I'm going to put this here. Okay, so number of times I laid a 1 track, that would be 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put a 3, punch a 3 into the slot there. Number of times I laid 2 tracks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times. And then number of times I laid 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. Number I laid of 4 trackers were less. That would be 1 time only. And then number 5 tracks, 1, 2 times.
I think you were clicked on the 4 there still.
Oops. 1. It was just 1 for the 4. And then 2 for the 5. 1, 2. Okay, yep. And that's all. I haven't laid any 6s, 7s, or 8s. And so I'm going to go down. Number of mission cards obtained. That would be 1. Or obtained or completed? No, obtained. So that'd be 4.
Yeah.
Numbers completed, 1.
So it might help if you maximize the screen. I'm not sure.
Okay. Oh, okay, so point value. Oh, that's why. Okay, so it was worth 8. I did complete it. This, where's the, okay, so now I can minimize this, and I can maximize. Oh, boy. Okay. So the next card was also worth, or was worth 6. Did not complete it. Worth 8. Did not complete it. Worth 10 and did not complete it. Okay, so now I'm gonna. Okay, so it says completed the most missions in the game or tied with the most missions. Who did? 15.
Yeah, so that one you completed.
Right, but I thought it was worth 10 in the original.
That was my mistake.
Okay, so should I do anything different?
No, you're fine.
Okay. So now it's going to calculate the total, which is 57.
Perfect. All right. So last question here. What are your thoughts about this website? Like, what did you like? What didn't you like? We're not really looking for good or bad. We're just looking for like suggestions on how to improve it.
So let's see. Suggestions on how to improve it.
Yeah. So if there were things you liked that we should keep, or if there were things that were just like bad that you don't like at all.
So I loved the counters and how they worked, and being able to check the boxes which said cards completed and cards not completed. That was super useful. The only thing that I'd say I'd change would be up here at the top what I'm highlighting. This was just a little hard for me to understand. Input the number of times you laid down the specific number of tracks. Example: I laid one train consisting of 5 tracks. Yeah, I would just reword that a little so I could understand it better. I would say something like input the number of tracks laid consisting of the same number. And example, three tracks laid with 3 trains, 2 tracks laid with 5 trains, or something like that. Just a little more specific so I can understand it. Overall, pretty useful, pretty easy to understand. The counter itself was really useful because at the end of a game, I could just punch all this in, and it'd be a heck of a lot easier than trying to show someone how to do it and then count my own up, count theirs up. This is just really straightforward.
Definitely. So, this versus counting manually, which would you prefer? Would you use the website? Would you use the manual?
Especially if I had a tablet or something like that, and I could get on here pretty easy, I'd absolutely use it. Yeah. Or if it was an app, definitely. Like, as long as I had easy access to it. The only thing I'd say is, like, if I didn't have anything close by that I could access the website with, then I'd use the manual. But it's a heck of a lot faster than just using it or doing it myself. And so I would definitely use this over trying to write it all down. Like, if you could see my little paper over here, I wrote it down all funny, and I still think I got the number wrong at the end. And so this is more accurate. If I'm rushing like I did on the piece of paper, I actually got the number wrong, and so that was my bad. That could have cost me the game just because I didn't count it up right. But having a program that could do it for me is useful.
Okay. Awesome.